Hey there, busy kids. Welcome to a special two-part bonus lesson. In this lesson tutorial, we are going to learn to play a song from the movie Anastasia. It's also since been made into a Broadway musical, so maybe you've been fortunate enough to see both of those and experience both the movie and the Broadway show. We're going to learn to play the song Journey to the Past. And if you're familiar with this song, you'll notice that we're learning kind of an abbreviated version of it. We're going to be learning verses 1 and 3 into the ending. So that's what we're going to be taking on. In this first video, we're just going to go over the right hand. So if you're newer to piano lessons, you might just want to do this video and learn the right hand, the melody part. And if you are further along in piano lessons, then I would encourage you to also watch the next lesson video after this so that you can learn the left hand accompaniment and put the two hands together. As you look at the music, I also want you to notice that there's lots of flat signs in this music. Do you remember what it means when you see a flat sign in music? It means you're going to lower the note 1/2 step. So be sure to watch for those flat signs and I'll point them out as we're taking on the melody. Let's get started. All right, now as we set up our right hand to play the melody, we're going to start on middle C, but finger 2 is going to be the one on middle C. As far as the rhythm of this piece goes, I have it in 4/4 time, but it's a pretty forward-moving 4/4 time. It's almost like cut time. I almost put it in cut time, 2/2 time, but I know that can be a little bit more advanced and confusing for pianists, so I ended up putting it in 4/4 time, but I want you to think of it really as a forward-moving 4/4. And then you also have to be careful for the tied notes. And if you're familiar with this song, it'll probably come a little bit easier to you. But the rhythm for those first two measures is going to sound like this. Heart, don't fail me now. Okay, that's how it is when we're going at the full tempo. Let's slow it down a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So notice that tied middle C that I have from measures 1 to 2, okay? Just count it out loud with me and let's try it together. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now let's try playing it. You're gonna go between C, B, and then up to D. So just these 3 notes that we're playing. Let's try it together. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna start that same idea again. Courage, don't. But on dessert, I'm gonna tuck my thumb under here. Desert me. Okay, so I tuck my thumb under and then bring finger 2 up to the E. And the rhythm's gonna be the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You try measures 3 and 4 on your own and then press play. All right, now we are going to kind of repeat that same rhythm, but we have a few more quarter notes here. So we have don't turn back. Now that we're here, and you're gonna hold this for 6 beats, right? Our whole note plus a half note, and then you'll rest. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, rest, 2. Pause the video and you try that whole line on your own and then press play. All right, now we're gonna kind of repeat that same idea, but we're adding an E flat into it, okay? So I'm gonna move, I ended here, I'm gonna put finger 2 on the E flat. People always say, same rhythm, just notice that E flat. Remember that we have the tied note in there, and remember that flats signs last an entire measure. So people all, the all is still an E flat, even though it's not marked as such in the music because the flat lasts the entire measure. And then we say, okay? And then you're gonna do the same thing for life is full. You're gonna tuck the thumb under just like you did above of choices. Okay, so I want you to pause the video and just try line 3, right hand only, and then press play. All right, now for no one ever mentions fear, you're gonna have a G flat. No one ever, and then we have lots of flats here. Remember, I told you there's gonna be lots of flats in this piece. So we have A flat, B flat, G flat, B flat. So I'm playing all three of these black keys that are underneath fingers 2, 3, and 4 here. You can just rest them on the black keys. So listen to me do 13, 14, 15. Pause the video, you try that phrase, and then press play. All right, now I'd like you to go back and just run through the right hand only all the way from the beginning of this verse, Heart Don't Fail Me Now, through Mention Sphere. So pause the video, do that much, and then press play. All right, now we're gonna get going into our second page of the piece here. So, or, we have that B flat, again, at the end of the very first page, and then we go, how the world can seem so vast. Again, lots of flats to think about there. So you have your B flat, your A flat, and then you're gonna sneak up to C natural here with finger 5 on the word can. Can seem so vast. So watch me play from or. Or how the world can seem so vast. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have to count those tied notes. Pause the video when you try that much and then press play. All right, now we have On a Journey to the Past. On a journey. So the rhythm there's a little bit tricky. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Lots to think through there. So let's slow it down a little bit and just have you count out loud with me while I play it. Okay, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't forget that rest there. And don't forget to hold the B flat and then the C. There's 2 tied notes in a row there. Let's try counting it again. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now pause the video and you try that much. All right, the reason I was such a stickler about you counting that half rest in measure 23 is because you're going to use that to move the right hand to a new position. You're going to come down to the past, okay? Lots of flats coming up here. So you're going to play C with finger 1, E flat with finger 2, and then move the thumb up to D flat and finger 5 to B flat. And it's a tied interval there. So you'll hold it for 8 beats. To the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now you try. All right, now I'm gonna move in measure 27. I'm gonna move up to a new interval and then I'm gonna come back down to this chord, okay? Notice we have a first and second ending, so right now we're in the middle of the first ending. And measure 27, E flat is my bottom note and C flat is my top note. If I go down a half step from C to C flat, I'm actually playing a white key, which is B. So that's the interval there. I'm moving from this chord shape to this chord shape, and then back to this chord shape again. Okay, so let's try doing that together. We'll count it. Each one gets a full 8 beats because we have tied notes here. Let's just start on the D flat, B flat together. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And then we repeat. We go back and remember we're learning an abbreviated version of the song, so we're gonna do verse 3. Okay, I'm not gonna go through verse 3 with you because you already know it's exactly the same as verse 1. But what I want to do is jump to measure 17, okay? We play measure 17, and then we come in with the second ending. So we jump down to measure 31. You have that B flat tied, again, a sign. So let this be a sign, okay? That's how it's gonna sound. So measure 17 to 31, let this be a sign. You try. And then you're just gonna repeat basically that same thing, different words, but same rhythms and notes. Let this road be mine. You try. All right, now we're gonna switch it up a little bit. Let it lead me. And then on the word to, you're gonna jump all the way down to middle C with your thumb. And then finger two is gonna play my past. And it's gonna sound a little bit funny here, this chord, but that's okay, it's gonna resolve in a minute, okay? So I'm playing C, E flat, and then thumb goes to D, finger five is on the B flat. And then you're gonna switch to and. So E with finger two, C with finger five. Okay, so I'm moving between these two chord shapes. Pass, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4. So pause the video and try measures 34. Try that whole line, the top line on page 3, and then press play. Okay, so we had passed and now we're gonna play bring me home. So I have finger 1 on E flat, finger 4 on B flat, 2 beats, and then I'm gonna play A flat and then back to the B flat. Remember that flat is still a flat because it's in the same measure and then it's tied for a while. Okay, so it's gonna sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, hold 2, rest 2, and then you're gonna play at last, okay? So just count that with me as I play measure 38, 39, 40. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4. Pause the video and you try 38, 39, and 40 now. All right, for the at last, again, we have that half rest where you're gonna move your thumb down to at last. Okay, I'm playing C, finger 1, E flat, finger 2, and then I'm gonna play E flat and B flat, and it's tied for a while, okay? Then you're gonna keep finger 5 there, and it's gonna play C and B flat. Okay, and then it's gonna go back up to the E flat and B flat, and then you'll end by playing that chord again, but we have a fermata over it, so you'll kind of hold it there. Okay, so let's go over the counting for at last. I want you to just count it with me now, and I'll play it, but you just count. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, final chords, and you'll hold that a little bit longer with the fermata. Okay, so pause the video and try from at last through the ending of the piece and then press play. All right, you've learned all the pieces of the right hand melody for Journey to the Past. I'm gonna go ahead and play the entire thing for you, right hand only. I'm gonna do the repeat so that you can hear the first ending and the second ending, and you can try playing along with me if you would like, or you can just listen to it and then practice it on your own. Ready, go.